So we just looked at a $10 Opus. This here should be a $30 Opus. So hopefully it's in a lot better shape, although I guess the extra cost probably accounts for the box and cables that actually go with the system. What's going on, everyone? Today we are looking at a bowling ball that I bought. No, it's an Xbox 360. The box is a little rough, but overall not too bad. Seems pretty normal for being stored, and somebody dropped something. Start popping it open. I obviously took it out of the main package, but I have not opened this yet. Opus. Open Opus. Then. Alright, clearly hasn't been anything broken off in the middle. 14.2 amps. It does look like it's possibly been opened by somebody. Doesn't look like it's snapped together all the way. Still have 14.2 amps. 2008, 718. Looks like we do have power supply. We do have the AV cable, and it looks like hard drive. So, wait a minute. So, apparently, this has the Grand Theft Auto 4 faceplate on it. I had no idea. I went back, checked the listing, and you can actually see it in some of the photos. There's not like a full front photo, it's kind of, close up or whatever. But I think this pretty much pays for this whole thing. I think with shipping, it was like $60-ish, and the other Opus, the $10 one with shipping, was about half that. So for double, we get this faceplate, and I mean the box is rough, but the cables, assuming all that stuff works, and this one said that it was tested working, it just wasn't reading games. Now, it is dirty, of course. I mean, this whole thing is dirty. Look at all the crevices there. Awesome. Ooh, even in here. Good lord. But, I mean, it doesn't look horribly scratched up. All the doors are here. They all flap. This works. That clicks. Ooh, faceplates. There we go. Ooh, this does click. I was worried that didn't click before. And that would be kind of annoying to have to swap out or fix, because there would just be like this dot on her neck. Well, I'm just really excited for this, because that was like the first one we sold on our little chart back there, on our dry erase board, was the Grand Theft Auto 4 Xbox. And based off of what these were going for, at least now, I mean, that system, that was like half the cost of that system at least, if not more. So it'd be really cool to do another one. There is no secondary warranty sticker at all. It just had the original one. This is like the first one they ever made. It was the silver one, and then they switched to the paper. That's completely gone. What do we have here? Light on drive. Looks like that's been moved as well. I'm hoping somebody just tried opening this to fix the disk reading problem, and that nothing else has been messed with. Just put a different faceplate on here for now so we don't mess up that other one. And oh, this is actually a 120 gig. Nice. Never opened. Our power supply and cables over here. Pretty typical, dirty. Oh, good lord. Yeah. That's going to need to be cleaned out. We can test it out. I did notice the other Opus came with a 200 watt. I'm assuming that's kind of proof that they had a Xenon and sent it in. Probably don't have you send in the power supply with it. Like 90% fail rate on these. Obviously, until it's actually powered on, you don't know for sure, but I'm just going to unplug it, see if it stays orange. Nope, turns red. So it doesn't mean it's bad, like it still function, but that basically means the capacitors are most likely leaking, bulging, just going out. If it turns red the second you unplug it, that's really bad. Usually the quicker it turns red, the worse off you are in there. But I do have one here that doesn't turn red at all, but it does have that screaming fan. So we are going to use the screaming power supply for now. Sounds like it's water cooled or something. See if this opens up. Got Amanda Kamani 07 Feo. Doesn't that just mean ugly in Spanish? We'll click this one here. Fans are blowing. It's not extremely hot already. Yeah, doesn't want to open. $17,150. We don't want to leave it on too long. Assume thermal paste is old. It'll be another sort of cleaning video. We'll skip over a lot of the boring stuff unless there's anything super crazy in there. Basic full cleaning, new thermal paste. See what's going on with the motherboard. I don't think this one's going to be as gross as the other one necessarily. I mean, it's still definitely pretty nasty, but looks like the numbers match here and here, so we're looking good so far. No bolt mods or anything weird. Yeah, this actually isn't bad at all. It's pretty darn good, which usually means, you know, it looked really bad from the outside. It was probably just stored in a dirty area. And as I was just saying, this is pretty nasty. Like, it looks like just dust that got like damp. I don't actually see like corrosion or anything, but yeah, it looks like extra dark, nasty dust that clearly got a little moisture on it or something. I don't know. Shell and the metal frame are all drying. They are all just getting washed with soap and water. Honestly, just threw the fan tunnel out. Some of the dark stains on the shell, like the inside of the shell where the fan is, really got to scrub to try to get it off. Not worried about the inside of the shell, but yeah, the fan tunnel, I got a bunch of those, so I'm not worried about it. We're going to first take this out back. Gotta find my shotgun. Now we're going to take it out back and try to dust it off as best we can first before even taking the heat sinks off. Now we can see over here it does say OPUS version 1, and apparently it's not actually OPUS, it's OOPS. Believe it or not, all I've done so far is dust it off, and I'm very surprised how much better it looks just from that. Some of that dust just looked like it was damp, like moist and just gross, but it seemed to come off pretty easily. We did wipe off the chips a little bit. I want to see. This looks like the RIA 002, and then I'm just going to grab a new pair of heat sinks, get a copper one for the CPU, and this one's just ugly.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Good! So, don't have high hopes for this drive. I really don't even think that's going to be worth. I mean, the lens has that, I don't know what this is. I mean, is that mold? So, that's gross. I think I might just take the board out of this one, and I don't know what I would do with this. A couple options here. This was a board that was in a build, turned out to have the fan ramping up issue. Thought it was an OPUS at first, but double checked. It's a Y1. It does have a light on drive that was working solidly before I did the swap on that one, which still waiting on that video. You'll see it soon. And then we have a couple down here that are just trash boards, pretty much. Well, this one's E73 Air, and we haven't even opened it up yet. But it is bolt modded, and it's probably been messed with quite a bit. That's a Samsung drive. This one here does have a light on drive. This is the Y1, not an OPUS, even though it looked like it had a shell swap or motherboard swap. No power, nothing. This one was doing nothing whatsoever, even after we I think we did open it up and try to clean it out and whatnot and check for any issues, and it does absolutely nothing. But there's a light on drive in it, so we could either take a chance on this one because it hasn't been tested at all, or we can grab the one from here. So why don't we plug this one in and see if it's actually still solid. Of course, it doesn't sound like it's doing it now. Make sure it loads up. It sounds insane. So it is working. I don't know, it sounds like the tracks might need some grease for the laser. Got the board out of the disgusting one, and it also had the like white powdery nasty all over it, some kind of baking soda, something, I don't know. But we brushed it all off pretty easily, which means I'm sure the rest would clean up alright, but I just don't want to deal with it right now. We've got this nice and clean one. It's already got our hair tie right there. We just need to pull out the board that's in here, keep that one in a bag, label it to keep it with that one board that it came with. If we ever get that board to work, as I said, we'll dedicate a time to go through certain things like all the disk drives, all the damaged boards or problematic boards, and see what we get to work. D drive taken care of. Got a new set of fans in there. Our heat sinks are on. Got a different ring of light board that's not all nasty. Just grabbed this fan tunnel here. It's already clean. Time to test. So we put the shell back on. I'm not going to worry about the hard drive. I cleaned the outside of it. It hasn't been opened, so I'm assuming it's 120. We can at least test it out. I don't need it immediately, so I'm not worried about it. Did I not plug in the disk drive? That was weird. I took it apart. It was plugged in, but I think the SATA cable in the back of the DVD drive was a little off, and it didn't seem like it wanted to quite stay. Like it didn't have that satisfying click that tells you it's good. So I just put a different one in, and it seemed to work fine. Now you can hear it. Go ahead and pop this open. Got it in the upright position to really make sure it's gonna work. Alright, I don't know what's up with DVD drives lately. This one's not wanting to work. Pretty sure it's going to work laying down, which at least is a start, but gosh, we just don't have a single DVD drive other than the beta dashboard ones, but we can't like steal. Those are flashed, and I want to keep those with the boards. See, no weird noises laying down. Oh, well, a little bit. Terrific. Well, I guess we could try one more thing before calling it a day. We literally, don't have any other really working drives. Y1, not an Elpis, so this has a service sticker here, 2009, but this is actually a Y1 GPU, and I don't think the stuff matched, so somebody just shell swapped it. Board swap, no power, nothing at all. Not working, but we did open it, clean everything, put it back together, and I guess we have no idea if the drive actually works because the system doesn't turn on at all. So let's at least rip out this light on, plug it into our sort of test board we've got upstairs, and see if it does anything. Plugged in to our PlayStation 3. It opens. So if you haven't seen yet, we have a 420 dated serviced Falcon, and this one was just already mostly apart. So we threw that drive in here. We're going to at least see if it loads up a movie and see if it's worth, or at least tries to, see if it's worth investigating further. Did forget this is HDMI, so hook it up over here, not have the loud power supply. I did order a BenQ laser and laser assembly, see if we can get at least a couple of those working. Oh, nice. It's super quiet too. Alright. Just for the heck of it, make sure it loads just as fast. Ooh, wow. To play this disc, put it in an Xbox 360 console. Okay, yeah, so it thinks it's a DVD drive, which is perfect. Doesn't have the right daughter board. Definitely a little bit of dust in there, but man, it's nice to see one that is not all disgusting. To pick one to put it in, and I guess the only two that really need a light on right now is the first Opus we went over, and we just put it back in this leaf shell. Even though, I mean, this is my only completed other shell that's like ready for the board, but I still would really rather put the 420 dated Falcon in there, but obviously it needs a BenQ drive. Between the two Opus, they're pretty much identical. They're both pretty disgusting until we cleaned them all up, and they're both got the same chips, both around the same date. Both need a light-on drive. The one we just did have a couple extra like little stickers and markings on it that made it kind of interesting. And what we're after here is a good solid Opus that we can put in our liquid metal shell, and it won't need a disk drive. It'll be internally water cooled. Obviously it would need to be RGH'd. And of course the greatest option would be one that could be JTAG'd, but that's probably not going to happen. I think what we should do, since we already swapped out this DVD drive, with one that was supposedly working and then started having issues again, so we'll put it in this first Opus here, and that one will be all set, ready to go. Now's the time where I need your help. This is a big question. Is a sticker swap legal in this scenario? Now here's the thing, no matter what, the sticker from this one is going on this shell. It's going to just go over top of this one. It's already been dipped over and painted over, and it was already not the right sticker for what was inside of it. Anyway, this has the 420 sticker that's going to go on here. That says 14.2 amps, which is for the Falcon. Or we could put that sticker on here and put the Opus in here, the good one with the good disk drive. Put the Opus in here. It's technically still 14.2 amps, and either way, now I guess the 420 would actually match the motherboard if we put this one in here, hoping that we get a good BenQ eventually, but I would really like to get this one relisted. I mean, who knows, maybe we'll find one very soon, but yeah, let me know what you think. Should we put the Opus in here, or leave the 420 Falcon? Either way, it's getting the 420 sticker. Kind of frowned upon, but I feel like the novelty in this situation kind of outweighs needing to know that it's the right sticker for the board, even though the shell doesn't match, the DVD drive's not going to match. So, I mean, what do we do? I am setting this up, assuming I'm putting this in the leaf shell here. Test 642. Oh. Don't tell me you're not going to be stuck. Oh, I think it was closing. Just go right away with Grand Theft Auto. Guess I could probably just put the eject button on. game. Grand Theft Auto 5. We're going to swap the Nidec fans that were in the 420 Falcon. Final test, take 72. Oops, I guess it already connected. Here we go, come on. Sweet. Alright, I think we're good to go on this one. Still need to adjust this. I think we still want to grease those tracks a little bit on this drive. That's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to not like, comment, or subscribe. Go ahead and check out the membership, and we'll see you in the next video.